My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
Mom, well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Rundown?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Ce n'est pas exactement ce que j'imaginais quand maman m'a parlé d'une maison de vacances. Bah, moi non plus, t'inquiète pas. Mais ça a du charme. Il y a sûrement beaucoup de trucs sympas. De l'adolescence, de maman à l'intérieur et avec un peu de chance des indices sur l'identité de l'homme mystérieux de mamie Hélène. Parce que mamie, elle avait pas qu'un mec, je peux te le dire. On va déjà regarder ce qu'il y a dehors et puis après on ira dedans. Mamie est une tombeuse. Bah là, c'est le cas de le dire, elle est morte.
Did you do these with Grandma?
No, August did. I never had a green thumb. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out in the garden now?
I guess not. But if my mother was ever out in the garden, she was out there with her, helping the best she could. I remember one year, maybe when she was 6, she started crying so hard when it came time to pick the berries and vegetables. But the plants worked so hard growing them. You can't just take them.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for the plants.
She was a sensitive kid.
So am I. So what happened? To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
Là, c'est vrai que c'est un peu les ruines ici, quoi. Et le bordel. Là, il y a la cabane du chien. Hihi!
Is this,
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Oh, le bordel. Oh non, c'est le bordel. Magazine, on s'en fout. Il y a un truc là. Je veux le lire, je veux le lire.
Mom, you know what it
Non, j'ai pas
sounds
eu le temps de
like?
lire.
You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens and, you know.
J'ai pas pu lire la lettre, mais je pense savoir à peu près ce que c'est. Il y a eu écrit dedans avec leur discussion de toute façon.
That's never gonna happen with me and Francine. We'll still be friends when I'm as old as you. A very long time from now. Like so long from now.
Wait, you're not implying I'm old?
No, of course not. But God, it's gonna be a long time from now.
Ah, je peux la lire. Paul, je m'éclate tellement, c'est vraiment génial ici, tu dois absolument passer. Je sais que tu vas à ta maison de vacances chaque année avec ta famille, mais je pense vraiment que tu devrais envisager de venir travailler au parc avec moi l'année prochaine. Venir avec moi travailler l'année prochaine. Les attractions et les jeux sont gérés par des gens de notre âge. Quand le parc ferme, tu peux aller sur les attractions autant que tu veux. Donc ce n'est pas Un sale type qui supervise. Promets-moi que tu viendras avec moi l'été prochain. Comment ça va dans la cambrousse? Tu bosses toujours au drive-in. Si t'as pas de chance avec les garçons là-bas, attends un peu de venir ici. Ils sont incroyables. J'ai vu des choses qui feraient dresser les cheveux sur la tête. Passe le bonjour de ma part à ta famille. Je vais t'écrire chaque semaine, donc n'oublie pas de m'écrire aussi. J'ai pris des clés.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something?
Ugh.
Maybe a desk drawer?
On a trouvé une toute petite clé, je me demande ce qu'elle ouvre. Bon, on va voir ça après. Lire. Chérie, je sais que je fuis quelque chose, mais je ne me suis jamais sentie aussi libre. J'ai franchi la frontière et je t'écris depuis le bureau d'une chambre d'un motel caché sur une petite route loin de la voie principale. Je vais encore devoir faire du chemin avant de trouver un endroit où nous pourrons nous installer. Mais je pourrai bientôt te faire parvenir une adresse où m'écrire. J'espère que je ne te manque pas trop. Mince, ma mère.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
La police?
The cops?
For what?
Pas moi. La volée,
Stealing? Grandma's heart?
évidemment.
Okay, Tess.
Des petites blagues.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that
Parce
thingy
qu'à
back
l'autre
there?
côté, il y a une porte.
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
And also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there.
Hop.
Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
Un fichu chauffe-eau. Passer à travers le mur, on ne peut pas le contourner. Mais il y a une trappe bizarre dans le sous-sol, je pourrais peut-être aller sous la maison et passer par là. Il y a un accès au vide sanitaire à l'arrière.
Oh, look at this big pink guy.
Kurt won that from me at the fair.
Kurt?
Kurt.
We met at the drive-in diner.
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome. And he rode a motorcycle.
Oh my god, a bad boy?
Un bad boy en moto.
Well, honestly, I fell for him pretty hard that summer. It was pretty,
Cool. On his motorcycle?
He was very romantic.
Oh, no.
No, not like that. Well, a little like that.
Oh, no. So, what happened? Did you break up with him, or...
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow. Did I hit a nerve?
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around for more relevant things.
Oui. On a des choses à trouver. Donc, ça suffit les conneries. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Ah! Et j'ai ouvert le tiroir, j'ai pas fait gaffe. On a une carte postale. Chérie, je voyage le long des routes et petites routes. À la recherche de l'endroit parfait, un peu en retrait où personne ne penserait à chercher. Avec de l'espace et idéalement près de l'eau. Je sais que tu as toujours voulu ça. Je trouverai bientôt quelque chose, un peu de patience et ne dis rien. Bizarre, hein, cette histoire, quand même.
Aha! They were really gonna run away together, huh?
He thought so anyway. Whoever he was.
Why do you think Grandma decided not to run off with him?
Well, maybe she just came to her senses. She could have gotten swept up in all the emotions and everything after Father died, and then, when the time came, she thought better of it.
Maybe. Or... maybe something super messed up happened.
Like what?
Okay. He was driving on these secluded back roads and whatnot, and he picks up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker gets in, and he asks him where he's headed. And the hitchhiker says, "All the way to the end of the line, man." And the hitchhiker's just staring off into the distance like he's lost at some faraway place. And then all of a sudden, with no warning, he pulls out this huge rusty Bowie knife.
It's actually pronounced Bowie.
What? No, it's like the last name, like David Bowie.
Different last name. Bowie.
Are you just messing with me?
No, that's how it's pronounced.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe this guy got killed by a crazy hitchhiker, that's all I'm saying.
Well, that would be super messed up.
Le nouvel ami d'Auguste par Auguste Devine. Ah, le salaud. Oh, il a mis les 10 000 points. C'est bon, ça suffit? C'est bien, c'était marrant. Le père d'Auguste lui a laissé une cravate très spéciale. Waouh, une cravate rouge au pouvoir incroyable. En la portant, Auguste pouvait rencontrer son ami Ombrage. Ombrage vivait dans l'ombre et était toujours là pour lui prêter main forte. C'était l'ami d'Auguste qui ne disparaissait jamais. Il a un souci, lui, Auguste, alors. Auguste, il voit des choses.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in the shade, as I remember it.
Okay, well that's spooky as hell.
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Ah, mais c'était une
Did it
fille,
have
Auguste.
to be a freaky imaginary friend who lurked in the shadows? I mean, what about you or Grandma Helen?
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think I was the most, I don't know, compassionate at that age. I had my own problems.
If I had a little sister and Dad died, I'd be there for her to talk to.
It's different. You don't know what having a little sister is like.
Ah, c'est sa
Are
sœur.
you trying
Ok,
to
j'ai
say
compris.
you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but I could have used more help too. I don't think I had anything left to give. So August made a new friend for herself, one who would always listen.
Donc Auguste, donc c'est sa sœur à la daronne. Et elle voyait des personnes. Elle voyait des gens morts.
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
On ne peut pas entrer dans la chambre d'Auguste de l'extérieur. Il y a peut-être un autre moyen d'y accéder. Ah,
Cool van.
Thanks. It doesn't run anymore. The engine died for good 1 year while we were visiting this place. So I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, it was better than sharing a room with August.
Did you, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
Oh, I've got to see this. Oh, it's locked. Please tell me the keys are somewhere. I need to see what a lava lamp looks like after it just sits there mutating for 30 years.
They might have been... I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff. They're probably in her room.
Oh, the little criminal! All right, I'm on the case. The cool stuff is so close, I can taste it.
la camionnette où maman avait installé sa chambre d'ado est encore là, mais verrouillée. Et pourrait être dans la chambre d'Auguste. Ah. Ah, d'accord.
So this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
So this is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
Wow. Okay, into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Est-ce qu'on va avoir un gros cadavre de rat? Il y a un truc là. Ah, j'ai trouvé des cartes postales.
Good. Mom's gotta see this.
Ouais, je me sens mieux sous la maison. C'est écrit de notre nouveau chez nous, sur l'eau. Je n'arrêtais pas de chercher. Et puis je me suis dit que l'endroit parfait devrait nous permettre de lever l'ancre et de partir à l'improviste en cas d'urgence. J'ai donc acheté une péniche aménagée. C'est vraiment incroyable. Je l'ai acheté à un vieil homme qui l'a gardée en parfait état et commençait à en avoir assez de devoir s'occuper de la maintenance. D'après les rumeurs, ils vont construire un barrage ici, mais ce n'est pas pour tout de suite. Et ce n'est même pas certain. Il ne reste plus qu'à vous amener ici. Les enfants et toi, j'espère que tu as passé un bon été. Écris-moi discrètement. Organisons le déménagement. Depuis la mort de Léo, j'ai appris que la seule façon de vivre, c'est d'avoir beaucoup d'argent. Prépare-toi à oublier tous tes soucis. Oh! Pas mal. Oh non, le chien! On cherchait le chien, il est là.
Oh! Cool.
Le chien qui est là quand même. Bon, il faut que j'aille où? Il faut que j'aille là.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Tiens, stylé.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean, I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
Make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well, when you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late? Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it. We'll talk about it someday.
When's someday?
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
Ah, il y a une carte.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where Kurt lived. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down. He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so romantic.
Ouais.
It's like something out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Wow. Bold. Did you find that endearing?
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
Oui.
Go mechanics! Oh, man.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I can make my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August was lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
Super.
Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy?
Il veut pas me répondre apparemment.
No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
Ah. C'est des clés.
Aha! This must be the key to the van.
Nickel, j'ai les clés de la camionnette.
Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these?
Voilà, ça c'est déverrouillé. Ah. Oh.
I'd recognize that penmanship anywhere.
This piece was clearly done by an accomplished artist.
A cartographic prodigy? Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was going to come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
J'ai trouvé une carte au trésor dans la chambre d'Auguste. Est-ce que ce serait le fameux hors des contrebandiers? Sûrement pas. Ça pourrait être cool. À côté de la niche de chien. Cher Auguste, tu étais si fâché après ce qu'il s'est passé aujourd'hui, je te comprends. Tu avais besoin d'être seul, pas de me parler. Et je comprends ça aussi. Et tu ne dois pas oublier que les garçons embêtent les filles car ils les aiment, parce qu'elles sont différentes. Tu ne peux pas contrôler la cruauté des autres, mais tu peux la décourager par ton apparence. Le comportement ou en apprenant à jouer le jeu avec eux. Il est temps de grandir, mais je sais que tu peux y arriver, je t'aime maman.
I mean, fair enough. You gotta go along to get along.
Oh, that's not what this is. She's telling her to act her age, not conform.
Isn't that the same thing?
Of course not.
What happens if you don't look out and meet friends who you get along with perfectly? I feel like there are people for everyone, but what if you never meet them? Ships in the night.
Most people meet them later in life. Meeting a good friend in grade school is incredibly lucky.
But what does someone like that do? Just have no friends? Get bullied by a bunch of twerps? Grandma just wanted her to have friends. Don't act like you didn't buy me hush puppies in 7th grade.
You said you wanted those.
I wanted them because I wanted to have friends, not because I thought they were cute.
That's terrible. Those were expensive.
So what? So you compromise a little aesthetically and you can maintain your interior, individuality. You know what I mean? Clothes are the most boring form of expression. What am I gonna do? Get a nose ring to be different so I can look like every other person with a nose ring?
You are a very strange teenager, Tess.
See? I've maintained my individuality.
Oh
Il y a une
my
planche
god,
Ouija.
Aunt August. I have so many questions.
Ok, ok. Et ici, il y a quoi? Encore un dessin. Les méchants garçons par Auguste. Un jour, Auguste décida de se rendre en ville à vélo car il faisait beau. Comme il faisait très ensoleillé, son ami Ombrage, donc Ombrage c'est le personnage imaginaire de Auguste. Son ami Ombrage devait la suivre de loin en restant près des arbres car il vit dans l'ombre et les ombres ne peuvent s'aventurer au soleil. Ombrage courait sous la canopée et Auguste riait alors que tous deux se racontaient des blagues. Lorsqu'Auguste et Ombrage arrivèrent en ville, des garçons se tenaient devant le magasin. Ils virent la cravate spéciale d'Auguste, celle qui la faisait se sentir en sécurité, mais elle ne suffirait pas à la protéger. La protéger d'eux, les méchants garçons approchèrent et lui demandèrent « À qui parles-tu ? Et qu'est-ce que tu portes, imbécile ?» Auguste répondit que c'était la cravate de son père. « Ton père doit être vraiment stupide », répondirent les méchants garçons. Auguste pleurait, mais les méchants garçons n'en avaient que faire. Ils riaient et riaient encore. Auguste chercha Ombrage, mais Ombrage ne pouvait lui venir en aide car il était coincé à l'ombre d'un arbre au loin. Lorsque les méchants garçons partirent enfin, Auguste rejoignit Ombrage à l'ombre de l'arbre. La cravate spéciale d'Auguste était toute sale. Elle serra Ombrage dans ses bras pour se sentir mieux, mais elle était toujours triste. Ça va invoquer le shaitan.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
On peut aller voir ce qu'il y a à côté de la niche. Normalement, il y a quelque chose de caché. Ah, elle creuse
You
à la
ready
main.
to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
Ok, c'est le dessin de Auguste. Auguste et Ombrage. Avec la cravate. Oh, trop triste. Oh, trop triste. Au revoir, Ombrage. Merci d'avoir été mon ami. Tu vas me manquer.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad. What?
Demande.
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I don't know, Mom. I think we should leave it.
Really?
August buried Nightshade here. It's his final resting place. Let's respect it.
Okay. Rest well, Nightshade.
Finalement, le vrai trésor, ce sont les amis que l'on se fait sur le chemin. Non, je plaisante, c'était la tombe de l'ami imaginaire d'Auguste. Ombrage, je m'en veux un peu d'y avoir touché. Mais c'est pas grave, on l'a remis. Et c'est pas très grave au final, on l'a remis dedans.
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar, a concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here. Wow, Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
Alas,
Elle
not
a un
so
peu éclaté
groovy
la
anymore.
lampe, là. Ça date un peu.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal.
Cher Opal, est-ce que tu reçois mes lettres?
Kinda fair.
J'ai rien reçu de ta part depuis que tu m'as parlé de Kurt. Je t'écris toutes les semaines. On s'ennuie au parc. Tous les gens intéressants sont partis et maintenant il n'y a plus que moi, Gordon et des types ringards de Sandusky. Si je n'ai pas de tes nouvelles, je vais supposer que tu es trop occupé avec Kurt pour me répondre. Au moins une de nous s'amuse. On se reparle à la rentrée, je suppose, sauf si je suis trop occupée. Laurie. La pote de la daronne de base. Meurtre au manoir, adapté du théâtre. Mais il y a que ça? C'est tout? Ah. Prendre la lettre.
Holy
Bébé,
shit.
cet été était vraiment génial, mais je dois me tailler. J'ai pas trop envie de me taper un autre hiver enneigé. Je pars en direction de la Californie à moto. Fais-moi signe si tu passes dans le coin. Kurt. Et... c'est quoi? Manuel du propriétaire. Et là, on a un tournevis. Ça sert à rien. Ah si, je l'ai pris. Ok. C'est tout? Il n'y a rien d'autre à faire ici? Non, je pense que je peux
How was the
sortir.
stuff? Cool as you'd hoped?
Well, I found,
J'ai trouvé ce mot de
this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this. I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
He seems like an asshole.
Hey, language.
Sorry.
In this case, it's okay. There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
So what, you shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away and be okay on your own when they do.
Are you... You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened? With you and Dad splitting up? He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
I mean,
If he's telling you I wanted this, See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Bon, c'est qui?
I also found this little screwdriver.
Okay. That might come in handy.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon chat? J'ai trouvé un tournevis, donc je peux ouvrir un endroit normalement. Derrière là. Ah non, ça c'est déjà ouvert. Je me sers le tournevis alors.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Look, I think I could twist this open from the inside with that little screwdriver I found.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
La chambre des parents. Enfin, des grands-parents, du coup. Alors, hop, on a une carte postale encore ici. Chérie, attends, on dirait que tu as des doutes tout à coup. On avait tout prévu. Léo meurt, je passe la frontière, et quand les choses se tassent, tu me suis. Ça ne peut pas marcher si tu ne me rejoins pas. Et tout ce dont on puisse rêver ici, un endroit rien qu'à nous, dans une petite ville où personne ne nous connaît, et assez d'argent pour qu'on puisse vivre tranquillement pendant longtemps. Les enfants vont adorer ça. Quel enfant ne rêverait pas de vivre sur un bateau? Oublie ces drôles d'idées et suis le plan. On sera bientôt à nouveau ensemble. Et cette personne?
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just gonna take me and August, and we were all gonna run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet. And she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
You can call him whatever you want.
Hmm.
This is so strange.
C'est trop bizarre.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Oh,
Freaky.
ils
Yet
font peur.
appealing. Oh, Grandma.
Ils ont beaucoup trop peur.
Ah, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here. Ugh, it's locked.
Et encore une clé à
This
trouver,
gives
c'est
me
ça?
an idea.
La petite clé. Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il y avait une petite clé.
The little key? From Grandma's diary?
Right.
C'est du génie. Ah voilà. Et là, on a toutes nos réponses. Hélène, tu ne peux pas m'abandonner comme ça. J'ai fait tout ça pour toi, pour toi. Et ce sont aussi mes enfants, tu sais. J'ai le droit de les voir.
What's that?
I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad?
C'est pas le vrai père.
Could that have been
Ay,
why he was
ay,
trying to run
ay,
away with you and
ay.
August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario.
Do you want to go check it out?
What? No.
No, but
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago. We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop. This is your father we're talking about here. It's about who you really are. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and you're just gonna turn around and drive home?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something. So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
J'espère qu'on
Exactly.
part pas tout de suite, j'ai d'autres trucs
Glad
à
you
voir
came
avant.
around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom.
Bah ça se fait
Best
plaisir.
weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Non, 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 non. Non, j'ai des trucs à regarder. Quoi ce fameux Pierre-Lot trick? Tirer le père biologique de maman. Quel scandale, on a trouvé une adresse canadienne, on doit y aller en route. Je voulais regarder ça. Ok, on se casse la team.